Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share and support the platform. Hey you guys, so shout out to my little research squad because they updated me regarding this story that I told you guys about yesterday where this NFL player Jahleel Addae, child, I must have called that child something else yesterday. I don't remember saying his name was Jahleel. I was half asleep doing the video, but his name is Jahleel Addae, not Jahleel. Yesterday, I showed you guys a video where he was at a table where he and some other dark-skinned black men and their white partners were at the table cheering on to more light-skinned kids, as in having more light-skinned kids. And there have also been some colorist tweets and anti-black tweets that have resurfaced via my research team finding them. So if you guys want to hear what else he's had to say, stay tuned for the video. If you're having some skincare issues and uneven skin tone and acne, EXP0SED's organic skincare cream will be a great solution for you. It is effective. If you're interested in purchasing, please go to EXP0SED.com. You guys have actually been emailing me about how much you are raving over Car Marshall because you like the simplicity of the site as well as their customer service. They have over 100,000 cars in their inventory for you to select from, so definitely go down to carmarshall.com, tell them Paris Milan sent you. You guys always ask me, how do you keep your skin so clear? And definitely one of my secrets is Ghtskinned's African Black Soap, and they have other skincare products that you can use. So go down to Ghtskinned.com. If you use Paris Milan at checkout, you will receive 15% off. Again, go to Ghtskinned.com. Also, make sure you go and pick up your melanated gear, your cinch bags, your hoodies. Go support Black currency unmasked. So what the squad discovered was that one of the guys that was at the table is a financial advisor to Jahleel. So this financial advisor also is with a white woman, and he was the one that actually said cheers to more light-skinned kids. However, if you notice in the video, there was a caption that the white woman, which is the fiancée of Jahleel Addae, she's the one that left the caption on the Instagram video that also said cheers to more light-skinned kids. The tweets that Jahleel Addae made was in regards to black people, and they were also pretty colorist. So I want to read you guys what he had to say. So he responded to someone and said, Morgan Freeman couldn't have said it better. Black history is American history. Black History Month is ridiculous. Then he said, when he's your light-skinned mini-me with his mama's full eyes. And then somebody said, your dreads look like you mopped up in mustard. And so he responds and says, LOL, that's why your skin tone navy black / crunchy black. Now this is coming from someone who is nowhere near light-skinned. He is so far removed from himself that he feels as though him calling somebody crunchy black, black is navy, that it doesn't apply to him even though he himself is very dark-skinned. That's really amazing to me. Then he said, this girl in class just said all white people smell like wet dogs. Shaking my dreads, I'm dead. And then he goes on to say, my roommates Low White Jr. and 8-1, both ugly and black as heck, hashtag tar babies. Now let me tell you something, okay? This is how shiftless black people react to these things, and this is why people feel so comfortable saying these things, is because we do little to nothing to penalize people for making these sort of self-hating comments in regards to the black community. I mean, tar baby saying Black History Month is ridiculous, talking about you're a light-skinned mini-me. This is the crazy part. He's probably not going to get any repercussions for saying any of these colorist anti-black tweets, any of these self-hating tweets. No. Where he's going to probably get the backlash from and the heat from is talking about somebody said white people smell like dogs and laughing at it. That is probably when they're going to put the nail in the coffin for him, because you see, when it comes to you disrespecting the white community as a black person, especially in the NFL field, they really feel like you owe them your effing life. So when you make statements that are outright disrespectful towards them, they are going to bring you through the freaking ringer. Another thing that I feel will happen is that he will probably come out and apologize to the white community for the statements that he made in regards to him laughing at the person saying that all white people smell like wet dogs, but he most likely will not come out and apologize for the anti-black and the colorist tweets and the self-hating things that he's had to say in regards to people being darker skinned when he acts as if he's not darker skinned himself. And of course, we all know the whole spiel, these women wouldn't be dealing with these men if they didn't have money. I mean, that has to be a really effed up feeling to know that the only reason a person is sticking around you is simply because you have material possessions. They don't really give a F about you living or dying. They are literally playing an Academy Award winning acting role where they are acting as if they really give a F about you. They are there pretending as if they're listening to you, and meanwhile, every time that you go and buy them that new bag that you bought on debit, they'll go and return it to the store and get cash. Or every time that you allow them to use your card, they're taking a little way to keep for themselves. It has to be a really effed up feeling to know that you not only hate your yourself so much, and you hate waking up looking at yourself in the mirror. You hate the fact that you are of darker skin tone. You hate the fact that you have these Africanoid features. You hate every aspect of your existence. And to seriously be stupid enough to think that you are going to attract somebody who loves you for you when you don't even love yourself, that's the part that really just tickles my soul. Ooh, it tickles me, because these men don't get that once that money dries up, these women are gone. Like, I would be waking up in cold sweats every day knowing that day, the moment that this money starts dipping, she's gonna start dipping too. And another thing Black women need to be aware of is that when these men fall off, and a lot of them end up having shortened careers because of these concussive injuries that they sustain, please do not allow him to make you this rebound Sheila, okay? Because when they're at their best, they love to get them a Becky Ella, but when they fall off, when they're broke, when they're struggling, when they're destitute, then they like to come back to Black women who they hated so much. You deserve a man at his absolute best, even though they try to tell us, you know, oh, well, if you get him when he's rich, you're a gold digger, but we always have to accept them when they're broke down and out. No, F that. Now, for those of you who thought yesterday, oh, this is just a joke and nobody could take a joke, this was deeper to me than joking. I know this is how he actually felt, and men like this attract women that feel the same way. These women don't give a F about deep-skinned people. They just care about you making them pockets deep. That's the only reason why. I mean, for you to sit around and think, oh yeah, cheers to more light-skinned kids, as if there's a possibility that the kids that you have are going to be able to escape the Africanoid features. I mean, when you saw the baby that they have, the baby is lighter skinned, but you can clearly tell it has Africanoid features. You can see it in the baby's nose, the baby's eye color, and everything. Now, another thing that I want people to pay attention to is that these women don't give a F when they make these statements. Just like Charles Leno's girlfriend with her rotted out teeth made those racist statements, she never came out and apologized. And we need to stop looking for these people to apologize, because this is how they actually feel. You should be glad that these people are very overt with their colorist and racist statements. You need to know who your enemies are. And when you know who your enemies are, you have to know how to maneuver around them. And Black women, I really encourage you, if you are going to date some of these men, unfortunately, we live in a time where these people tend to show their true colors based on how they troll on the internet and based on how they express themselves on the internet, because everybody vents on the freaking internet. Please make sure that you do a thorough Twitter search. I'm sorry that you have to do this. I'm sorry that it has come to this, but you have to be aware of who you're effing with. These men that have these sort of deep-rooted self-hating views, unfortunately, they tend to attract women who also share the same views, and a lot of the time they attract these women who are non-Black. Now, the result of this happening is, like I told you guys yesterday, you'll end up getting an Ann Koval who ends up having babies that look like light-skinned Black babies because they have Black phenotype, or you'll get a woman like Amy Elizabeth Fleming who had this biracial son. The son also looks like a light-skinned Black boy, and he went missing. They said last time they saw him was at a swap meet, and she's actually just been arrested for his alleged murder because they've had enough evidence to support that she was the one that potentially killed him, so she is now a suspect. So if you seriously think that you're going to be with someone to escape the fact that you were darker skinned and you're going to have children with them, and you feel like, okay, everything is solved for me, I'm still dark skinned, I still have Black phenotype, but this baby is light skinned and that's it. Well, guess what? You also attracted someone that doesn't like Blacks either. So if they don't like Blacks and the baby ends up coming out with this Black phenotype, do you think all of a sudden they're going to just be so emotionally attached to this baby? No, they're going to resent them. And unfortunately, there's too many Ann Kovals out here and Amy Elizabeth Flemings who don't really give a F about Black people, and they for sure don't give a F about these half Black children that they birth. And these stupid men who constantly make these sort of statements are attracting these women who clearly have homicidal thoughts toward Black people. They don't care. They're too busy over here hating themselves and not realizing that they're actually speaking death into their lives. Because anytime that you say, I hate this person that's dark skinned, cheers to more light skinned babies, oh, you're a tar baby, you're Black as night, you're this and you're that. Let's say that you don't have access to the bleach and you don't have access to the skin lighteners. What other option is there for you besides death? You literally are telling people that I hate myself so much, I would rather be dead than to have this dark skin. I hate myself so much, I would rather my baby come out with a disability and be light skinned than for them to have this darker skin tone. And it's toxic. These people don't just get these sort of views from their Black mothers. They come from homes where their father was present and they still hate their dark skin tones. So what that's telling me is that this colorism issue is not a Black woman's problem. It's a Black people's problem that we are not nipping in the bud because too many of us are in denial. And I'm glad that these situations are coming out because they are only confirming what women like myself and others have been talking about for a long freaking time. What is the result of this? As I stated, when you make comments like this, you are speaking death into your life. And I'm not wishing death upon anyone. I'm not saying that Stephen Clark deserved to die, but clearly he was manifesting that into his life. All these dark bees bring dark days, and what about my kid's life matter, they're mixed, and saying things like, I don't want no dark baby, I'm already dark, and things along those lines. You say these things and you don't think that you are going to attract entities in your life that hate you. You don't think that you are going to manifest things in your life that also is going to cost you your life, because you are literally speaking into existence. I hate myself so much, I would rather be dead than have to live another day breathing in this dark skin tone that I have. And the result of what happened to Stephen Clark is that you alienated yourself from the Black community so much and from darker skinned Black women that when you die, we don't really feel anything. We feel that you didn't deserve to necessarily have your life taken away, but is it our job to come and be the cleanup woman to support you? No, it's not. And I don't understand why Black women were still out there marching for him, and I understand why his grandma was, but other Black women, I feel like y'all should have stayed home, painted your toenails, and exfoliated your skin, because supporting these Negroes who have shown you they are not loyal to you, they are not loyal to themselves, they're not loyal to the Black community, you are constantly showing the world that you have no self-esteem and that you are loyal to men who are showing you that they are divesting from Black women. They have no interest in helping Black women, they have no interest in protecting you, they have no interest in breeding with you and producing Black kids. They want to escape away from the Black community as much as possible. So stop supporting them, stop giving them reasons to feel like it's okay for them to disrespect you, and there is no penal system in place for these men when they engage in these sort of erratic self-hating behaviors. You need to start showing them, if you hate yourself and you hate me, I'm gonna chuck up the deuces to you, and if something happens to you, oh the freak well. So anyways, you guys, let me know what you feel about his tweets, let me know what you feel about his comments. Do you feel like they were a joke, or do you feel like this is seriously how he feels? Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.